baby jingles and screams. Buffie Purselle.
I was late. I apologize. I apologize. See what had happened. What had happened was is I woke up late. You know, this life where you don't have to go to no job. When you could work at the house, honey. When you can work at the house. And yesterday was your off day. And then you got some great news this morning. Yeah, now. How y'all doing? Oh, love you too. Hey, Mabel. Maybe you'll be on it. I'm about to put you on staff, honey. Foxy Girl. Hey, the 13th Goddess. Hey, Shayla. Hey, Philly Diva 4. Hey, the real VB. Yes, you caught me from the beginning because my black arse was late. Y'all, I took out my clip-ins. So this, I don't have no extra. I washed my hair. I missed my hair appointment because Luli was sick. He's better now. He's sleeping down here. So I took my clip-ins out. I be adding clip-ins to have a little extra, because shrinkage is what? Disrespectful. So you just add a few clips to your hair. But right now it's au naturel, which is the way David loves it. Because he can actually touch it. Oh wait, I'm not finished saying hey Leilani, I love your name. Hey Mo Walker, hey Morita, hey Kai Kai, hey Pretty Bossed and Blinged. Hey Karen Elizabeth Lindsay, hey Nisha L, hey Really BTV. Thank you for reposting me on your page. I appreciate it. Hey Sharon Fulgram, hey the Miss Steph Nicole, Madison, Mo, Demetria, Tammy McClure, Hazla, Octavia, Terry, Tracy, Lady D. All right, I think I got everybody. Welcome. So let me do my homework till my moderator arrives. Here we go. Boom. If you want to holla at a chick, there we go. So I'm going to talk about government tax credits today, but you can ask, y'all can ask me anything. How many of y'all were on my live last night with my students in my course? We talked about credit with Brian Ponder. I'm gonna leave my hair alone. Y'all know that's my nervous habit. So I'm anxious. I'm an anxious girl. So ain't much I can do about that. It's one of my tics to mess with my afro. So just bear with me. I don't know if I should have. Just leave it be. There we go. It's one of my anxious tics. Hey, good. 13th Goddess was there. Mabel was there. Julia Adelman. Would y'all like it? Brian's great. He was under the weather, so he didn't have his big personality like mine yesterday, but he gave great information. Fantastic information. I'm gonna let Mabel in. I got a nickname for you. It's Mabel. Hey, girl.
Good morning. Good
Rising. How you doing? Thank you for
I am. So I loved the live last night. I did write a question. He didn't answer it, but he's
doing them today. He's doing them all today. So all the questions.
Then I realized I had asked so early. I was like, maybe it was before the thing went off and then it came back and I didn't ask again.
We lost it. Okay, so I'll go back and look at. Thank you for reminding me because I only sent him the Zoom with the last one. So I'll go back, get my assistant to look at the first Zoom. Get those questions, then y'all just give Brian some time. He said he's gonna answer every single question, and I'm gonna post it in the on the community board.
Okay, well, I'm gonna ask you too. I know he might know more. You said you don't know everything, so he might know a little bit more. Even though I saw that book of credit cards, it about made me go into heart palpitations.
No, that's smart. You're supposed to do that.
So I have a question. So I only have now. Miss Buffy, I've shared my reel with you. I have a limited amount of money.
People, right?
So I do a debit card because I owe so much money with these old credit cards. Now they're in collections, so they've doubled what I owe. My question is, how can I start paying that back? because I do my credit score. It's 505 right now. It actually went from 560 to 505 because I've been making payments on things. But with my such a limited income, it's really hard for me.
It went to 605.
No, it went to 505. It only went up like 15, 20 points. But
So
that's 15, 20 points I didn't have.
Okay, so
I started at 485.
Okay, because you had the numbers different. Okay, so it went up because what you told me it went down. Okay, all right, good.
No, it went up a little bit, but I haven't been able to do anything, and I don't know what to do.
Okay, so let me explain to y'all about credit. Sorry to interrupt you. Let me explain to y'all about credit. Credit only matters when you try, and if you don't fix that damn alarm, you know I'm gonna fly to California.
I get up at 5 o'clock every morning.
Fix that alarm.
Hold on a second.
Why us black people always have our alarm, and you honorary black? What?
You said I'm honorary. Hey, can you come here and do this real quick?
Yeah, fix that alarm.
It's my fans. It's not my alarm.
No, I don't. Man, I'm talking about the beep. The fan is fine, honey. I got a fan going in here too. If you can see it.
Where you hear a beep from? Ain't nothing beeping here.
I keep hearing an alarm beep.
That's not me.
Okay, it ain't me because I'll kill David.
I promise you, it's not me.
Okay, if I hear it again,
I'm gonna ask my daughter to go because she can. Do you hear the alarm beeping anywhere in the house? Take a headphone out. Just let me know. Miss Buffy says she hear a beep.
It's like the smoke detector. There it was again.
It is. I'm gonna go sit in my living room.
You done got used to it. And let me tell you something. I don't play about that stuff because you could be asleep and something could happen in that house. I need y'all to
fix them today
and fix that stuff.
They have to come fix them today. They're old. Like they told me that yesterday.
Okay,
so keep talking while I move.
You're fine. It don't matter. It ain't annoying me. I'm just telling you, I be worried about y'all.
Oh, thank you. No, they're coming to do them today.
Okay, because them things beep for a reason. Okay, all right. So back to my talk, my little speech on credit. Credit only matters when you're trying to buy something. Ooh, that's controversial, right? People like, Dave Scamsey and all them would holler if I said that. If you're in a crawling phase, right?
Which I am.
If you're building, don't nobody care about no credit score. I'm just telling you. So quit beating yourself up about, oh, my credit is here. It only matters when somebody's looking at it when you're trying to do something. So I think a lot of people, instead of crawling, they try to run and jump and hop ahead and hire these people and pay them all this money to fix their credit when you ain't got no money saved, so you think, I'm gonna get this credit fixed and then that's gonna open all these doors so I can then buy a house or do all this other stuff, get the car of my dreams, do whatever. But then you ain't got the other fundamental money stuff in place, but you done spent all your money to get your credit rushed to the line, and that means nothing. You need to crawl. Don't worry about that credit. Worry about chopping away that debt like you're doing over time. Which actually looks more favorable in the credit scoring because credit is your ability to repay debt over time.
Oh, I didn't think of it like that.
Right. If you were to get the My FICO, which costs like $29 a month, so if it ain't in the budget, don't get it. Okay. But if you were to get My FICO and run one of their score simulators, and like we said last night, My FICO controls the algorithm over how your credit score is determined. That's why I don't fool with Credit Karma. That's why I don't fool with none of the rest of them. I've had so many people come to me and say they pulled a free Credit Karma score and then they went to the car dealership and got embarrassed because Credit Karma scoring is not accurate. It's not. My FICO scoring is accurate because they write
my FICO.
FICO score. Right?
No, you had mentioned it last night. It's not something I can afford now, but I'm not trying to buy a car now, and I'm not trying to get a house now, so that's not my thing right now.
But you don't need it if you ain't trying to do that right now, so don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's why I'm like, should I be? Well, and then I'm like, should I be concerned? I'm lucky I don't have any kind of student debt. Listen to those people, and then hearing that these people can't even find the paperwork to prove that they owe the money. I'm like, you should give them a pass. That is crazy to me.
But that's how when you learn about credit in our upcoming course. With Crawl Before You Ball, our next course is about credit. And I'm going to give my students a little break. It's $99, but I'm going to give my current students who in my beta course, you ain't gonna have to pay $99. You're gonna get you know how I hook y'all up. But in this next course, credit to credit with me and Brian, we giving y'all templates for
that
the
would be
actual
so
letters
helpful.
where all you do is put in your name, boom, send it off. He's got this service where you can email a letter, but it's mailing it, but it's like you use the post office that y'all gonna get access to. He gonna tell y'all about the new credit scoring. Like they got so many
you
people
talked about that last night.
right.
The new
So many people done fixed that credit now, done learned the game. That these mugs done came up with another credit bureau. Y'all don't know about.
Well, they can't have people being successful.
Oh no, they can't. Not people.
They can't have people being successful.
No, they can't. Brian gonna put y'all on that. But anyway, so let me just tell you, quit beating yourself up about credit if you ain't trying to buy nothing right now. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not.
I'm
not in a place to.
Right. But a lot of people shouldn't be because of what's coming with this darn environment, this economy. So stop looking at that score unless you're just making sure you don't have any identity theft. Right.
Because I had a house in Florida that I didn't know about. I'm just saying. We got to take care of.
Yeah, good. I'm glad. So yeah,
wait, I have a house in Florida.
Yeah, these scammers, honey, check it quarterly for that kind of thing, but not annually, quarterly, because this identity theft is rampant. And Tamiko, I'm gonna get to you in a second. But don't be over hyper worried. Credit ain't like it's like if you ain't buying some right now, who cares what your credit score is? Like I need everybody to understand that.
And see, I didn't think of it that way. I thought so when I've been where I live now for 4 years. They did they did the my FICO and my credit was good, but I had explained in class and to you when I got here, I got comfortable and I started doing credit cards. So then my credit went down because I had it was like 650. It was a reasonable score. That's what I feel.
Yeah, no, that's
just crazy. And I'm like, but now that the way you said that, Mr. Brown don't even need to answer my question. You can tell him his question has been answered.
Yeah, don't worry.
I wanted to share some good news with our family because I know some call before you ball families in there. So I have saved this month. I have saved $300. Okay, I got a little extra money.
That's amazing.
And instead of doing Uber Eats and spending $200, I put that up. So now I have a little bit of a cushion, and I've decided. My daughter and I have decided that we'll just every month we'll put a little bit up, and that's something that I've made sure. I still have money on my debit card for if something should come up. And that's something that I didn't used to have. I used to spend it because it was there. I'm just saying. I have learned that it's a mindset, so much a mindset, so much of my and people, if y'all are not in her crawl before or ball, y'all need to. I'm telling you, my daughter knows at 5:00 on Mondays, I'm gonna do a little meditation and then it's class.
That's right.
And it also gives me something to look forward to. You posted a meme, Miss Buffy, about the money whispers.
Yeah.
And I wrote about it and I made a comment and I say this to everybody. I am so astounded. Now I love me some Cardi B, y'all. Don't take what I'm about to say about her.
My neighbor. You know she's my neighbor.
Oh, but I cannot understand why her and her husband, he bought the baby a $250,000 watch and she bought like $150,000 chain. This is my thing. Unless that's a real investment, which to me it's not, it's just showing what you have. That's problematic for me because you're not always going to have that money unless you have somebody behind you who's smart, which I don't know if they do, but I'm like,
good money management.
Oh, good. Then never mind.
But let me
but
tell
that's
you
what
something.
I'm saying.
They don't pay for that.
Like that. I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
They don't pay for that stuff. People give it to them. That's an ad when they post that.
You're right. You're right. And I'm like, please don't let this be fun. Nah. I just I don't stuff.
Now pay for that.
In the beginning, she used to talk about, she was buying cars and she's like, I can't drive them like Cardi. Why are you buying cars? And then she was like, then she sold all her cars, but she got with her. But that's, I think people also don't realize just because you show it doesn't mean you really have it. Because I got a neighbor upstairs that's just driving a brand new Mercedes.
Right.
But it got towed.
Right. Well, that's the trick everybody gets caught up in, the whole, the like I said, wealth whispers and money jingle jangles and scream. New money want everybody to know. See me, see what I have. See, if you're driving a nice car, then you can show people you have. But if you're driving a regular car, people don't know you got whatever at home. But why are we so?
But they shouldn't. They don't need to know.
Right? You shouldn't want people to know. Nobody following you home. Child, these streets.
I mean, I'm not a big Warren Buffett fan, but that That old man still living his childhood home
Correct.
and got billions of dollars.
Well, but
And
but still, even if you were to buy a nice house, that's fine. But then they're not driving Bugattis and all this stuff unless it's given to them. See, y'all, I think a lot of people file for the okie doke because they see these people driving these aspirational vehicles, wearing these aspirational clothing and jewelry,
and not realizing some of that is bought and paid for by it may not be bought and paid for by them. And I think that's
Beyonce wore that Telfar bag in the Hamptons, and now you can't get it. Well, you couldn't get Telfar anyway, but you darn sure ain't getting no Telfar bag now, which I'm happy about because it's Black-owned company. But that's an ad,
right? But that's enough. But you know what? It's a conception, and my daughter always cracks me up. We'll watch stuff, and she'll be like, "Wouldn't it be nice to have that?" I said, "Look, it's always nice to have things, but you got to understand what comes with the things. When you get a car, there's usually a payment. I need you to think realistically about it, not just that you're going to have this item of stature. Right. I want you to understand there's other things. When you get a home, it's not just you get a home. You got homeowners and taxes, and you got to pay. Right. Like, I don't think we don't. Some of us, and I was one of those people. We don't look at it realistically. Like I always say, if I want a bunch of money, I'm just buying land, and I'm gonna build shit on it. Because the zombie apocalypse coming. No,
that's right. And prepare for when the end is nigh. So you good. But I love you, Mabel. Thank you for all your everything. Tell your daughter I said, hey, I'm so proud of y'all. You're kicking behind in the class, doing well with your assignment.
I love the class. I'm telling you, meditating in the morning. My daughter doesn't. I don't think people understand. I'm giving her something I didn't never necessarily have, and she'll have it too. She can still use it when she got her little piggy bank stuff too. Usually she spent it by now. She got her little $30 in there. So yes, but she's learning because I have
wait till we get to teaching about compound interest and when you don't touch your money and what happens to it when it multiplies like gremlins. Love you, Mabel.
So, love you too. Have a great day.
You too. Bye. Hey, Tamiko, come through. You at work?
How you know? I am.
You all professional and quiet. I'll keep my voice down. Go ahead.
No. Okay. So last night you guys were saying about the debit and credit card, right? So I have I have a Bank of America card that's a debit credit card, and I know you're gonna say no, but the Bank of America has been offering me to get a credit card with them.
Didn't you say you had some other credit card though? You didn't. I'm trying to remember. I think you remembered.
No, I have other credit cards. Like I have store credit cards. Like I have Amazon credit card.
But you said you had some other card. I know. I remember you had come to the conclusion you had some other card. But anyway, go ahead. Bank of America offered you a card.
Yeah, they keep offering me the Bank of America like credit card type thing. I don't know if that's a good thing or.
Yeah, get it. Because you need to so the store cards you can only use at the store, right? That you can't use them everywhere. You need to have some sort of credit card that you can use anywhere. Because like, what do y'all do when y'all go out of town? How do you book a hotel? Like you're not supposed to use a debit card. If you use a debit card, they lock up your money for all this time and stuff. Some hotels won't even let you book if you don't have a credit card. So you need to have at least one credit card for credit reporting purposes, but also because debit cards, like I said last night, and Brian echoed the sentiment, are dangerous. You are tying your money up to each of these transactions when you go to Target, when you go to all these places who constantly have breaches, security breaches. And when they have a security breach, their internal problem, your bank investigates you.
Yeah,
they lock your money up. But if it were a credit card, they immediately put your money up, and you don't ever hear about the whatever they do because you're using somebody else's money. And so it's important to train yourself to use your credit card for your everyday transactions because you can pimp points. You're showing you can repay debt over time, which helps with your credit scoring, and then just get in the habit of paying that credit card off at the end of every week or at the end of every day or at the end. I don't say wait to the end of the month because for some people that's a lot, right? Before it comes due.
Yeah.
Pay it off every week, like every Friday or every 2 weeks when you get paid. Pay off whatever the credit card balance is. Pay it off because you treating it like cash. Just like if you had used your debit card, it would have come out of your account, right? So if you know, just do it the same way, but just be responsible and pay that off. Like Brian said, when everybody said about the 30% myth, where it's like, oh, you're supposed to keep your credit below the high credit of 30% of the high credit. No, 30% of your credit scoring is based on revolving credit. The best thing to do is to have 0% use of credit utilization. So pay it off every month, but pay it off before the end of the month, before they charge you any interest, and then you pimp the system. And once you get used to teaching yourself to treat a debit card, a credit card like a debit card, you'll hold your scores are going to go up. You have the security and the protection, and you're going to start pimping points where you can go on trips for free because you got points you earned to get flights in first class, honey, or at a nice resorts where you don't have to pay for it. It's the only time you see me go on a vacation, honey, is when I got some points or it's for a business purpose, and or we can deduct that trip. Everybody, y'all need to take David on an vacation. Charlie, space no money on vacation. We can vacate in this $2.5 million house. $3 million. You got a vacation here,
So I have a PayPal MasterCard that I have, and
but isn't that like a debit card is tied to your PayPal money though?
Oh, only if I put the money into the account. So if I go to PayPal right now and put in $100, it's like I have $100 to spend, but I can spend it as a MasterCard. So what kind of credit card? Yeah,
that's secured. That's fine. We don't have a problem with secured credit. But I would say get the Bank of America credit card.
Okay.
And even if they give you if they give you like only $1,000 or $500, whatever, start with that, use it, and then they will raise it up. And every time they raise your credit, your scores go up.
So what should be the interest rate that I should be looking at?
Don't worry about the interest rate right now. You're just trying to use a credit card and build your credit. Once you demonstrate that you can repay debt over time, you can call them and say, I need you to lower this credit rating, this interest rate, or I'm gonna transfer my balance to another card.
Okay. Because I pay all my bills and stuff before they're due. Like my Amazon was due 3 weeks ago. I paid off the whole thing because I had it. I know you frown upon doing that, but I owe a zero balance to all of my cards are at a zero balance.
Your scores are probably good, so you'll probably get a really low interest rate.
I did the FICA last night, and it's 750 on
You're
FICA.
gonna get tell Bank of America you want 0% interest for 12 months. They'll give you that. Okay. So then it's free money, but you still need to pay it off every month.
Yeah, I do that.
Just to train yourself to do it.
Yeah. Okay. And dang it. I have my paperwork all set up to write questions on the community board. And
put them on there because you're not. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Because Brian's gonna answer everything. Just give him, out of the spirit of patience, he's gonna answer everything.
No problem. So my FICO thing, I did that. So I did the $40 one, $39.95, whatever. $40.
That's the one I have.
So that is a good one, or.
Yeah, that's the one I have. So I lock my credit report so nobody can pull my credit. I make changes to my credit bureaus. I dispute items and do all that within that app. You can run score simulators within that app. Your score is your accurate score in that app. And with the $40 plan, they give you, I think, every month or every quarter a new report of all three. So yeah, but they got a lower one too, where you can get it quarterly. You don't have to pay as high as we pay. But no, you did right. I know if anybody try to even look at breathe on my stuff, I'm gonna get an alert. So we were a victim of identity theft years ago because of the IRS leaked everybody's social security numbers. So ever since then, I use my FICO to lock my stuff up. And when I want to apply for something, I just unlock it on my phone. After they apply for it, I lock it back.
Oh, okay. So lock it. And then unlock
lock your credit report. And then when you want to do something, when you know somebody's going to pull it and you authorize it, unfreeze your credit and then they can pull it and then freeze it back. Then that prevents people from doing identity theft.
Oh, okay. Cool.
That's the main reason I pay for that app.
Okay. Thank you.
I tell everybody, keep your credit locked. Keep it locked. Even if it ain't no 750, still keep it locked, because them identity thieves don't care about what the score is. But anyway, I got some other people in the waiting room. Love you. Go ahead.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
See you next Monday on our court, on our live for Crawl Before You Ball.
Yep.
All right.
Wednesday.
All right, bye-bye. Hey, Karen. Hey, beautiful.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm blessed and highly favored. How about you?
Yeah, honey, I am grateful, blessed, highly favored. We both look like each other. I'm going to be slow with my questions, but I don't want to take a lot of time.
You're fine. Go ahead.
And I have an appointment with my manager in about an hour.
Well, we ain't messing with the management appointment, honey. I'm gonna need you to hush barking. Go ahead.
All right, thank you. But something you said a couple of weeks ago. First of all, just out of our curiosity, what is NACA? NACA?
Yeah, so NACA is this program that allows you to purchase a home. You've got to jump through a few hoops. You've got to go through their course. And because of COVID, you can do their course online now as a webinar. And so they basically teach you about home ownership. They teach you about having enough money in case things go wrong with the house. They also go through your credit report and help you fix things. They'll help you write letters, do all this stuff to get you in a place so that you can buy. And so when you buy, you go through NACA and you don't have to have any money down. It's 100% financing. This is the one situation where I'm okay with this. They give you a 30-year fixed loan with an interest rate that's like 3%. Low, whatever is current, whatever the best going rate, they give it to you. And then, you have to say you're going to live in the house as your own home for, a number of years. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? And so and then you close through them. They hook everything up. And so a lot of people will start the NACA program and then fall out of it because they don't want to do all the stuff they tell you to do. But all of my clients who have done it love it and are happy, closed in their homes, low interest rate, not overextended monthly in their payments, and they learned about home ownership. So it's NACA. I think the website, hold on, let me look. It's NACA.com or NACA.org. Hold on, it may be NACA.com. Yeah, it's NACA.com. I'll put it in the chat. Okay. NACA.com. There you go. But yeah, I love. For years, I've referred this company to my clients, and the only people who complain are the ones who don't want to jump through the hoops.
Thank you for that. Also, I am holding off on purchasing a home for a while.
Hallelujah.
So
I said hallelujah.
Okay. I'm holding off on purchasing a home at least for a year now. And so my question is, because I want to continue to get my credit score built, would it be good for me now, because I have no credit card, to apply for a credit card so I can start building that score while I'm still fighting with this company about my dispute on my credit report?
The thing you talked about,
yeah, last night. So I'm saying, okay, I'm not purchasing a home. I need to go on and get a card now, so within the next 6 months, I can build my score by paying what I use each month on time. Which I'm seeing you shake your head. That'll be a good thing.
I think first you should go reach out to NACA. Sorry to interrupt you. Okay. Let them go through your report and let them recommend some companies to you, because it's all free. That's the other beauty about it.
Okay.
You don't pay a fee. It's all free. So first go through NACA. They're probably going to suggest a secured credit card, which reports favorably. And then they're probably going to suggest some companies that are good when you're rebuilding. So, and NACA also will help you with some of those templates that Brian's gonna help with. So go on and do the NACA thing today if you have time after your meeting with the management.
Girl, I might can look into that tonight, but
Yeah,
yeah.
tonight
Okay.
you get off when you get finished working.
Okay.
Do NACA first, and then they'll give you a roadmap of what you need to do, because you're correct. You're in the crawling phase right now, which you should be, because I don't recommend anybody buying this economy. And so you're in no rush. You've got plenty of time. And yes, we need to see you rebuild, pay half credit cards, different lines of credit, showing you repaying it over time. And that old issue is going to age off of your report and not be so important in your scoring anymore.
So I heard a nugget from you a while back that you stated my parents decided to put me on credit cards when I was young, and they paid them each month, and it built my score. So I wanted to bless my granddaughter who's 9. Would you recommend me doing that when I get this card, or do I need to research who will allow me to put a card in her name at that age?
Well, my parents didn't do it when I was 9. They did it when I was 18.
Yeah, but okay.
Yeah, so I would
So
wait
that's too early.
she's a little bit older. And then, what happened was when I went off to college, they put me on not just as a signer, but they put me as like, an authorized user, somebody on the card, beyond just being an authorized user, somebody on the card. And I was able to use my credit card when I was in college, and they paid it every month. So instead of me going to the quad after class and them offering me a credit card, my parents knew that was going to happen. So they just went on and gave me a credit card that they were on, and I charged it, which they could see what I was spending my money on and lecture me about, which helped. And they paid it every month. And so by the time, I needed to do something, which was a year later, I bought my first house, I had a score in the 700s. And so, it's good for people like you who are financially responsible to do that. There are these bad cases where people who are not financially responsible getting the light bill and everything in these kids' names and messing their credit up before they even have a chance to do so. So I would prefer a grandmama do it who gonna look out. Yeah.
So let me ask you, what age would you again recommend? Because I don't know, I was wanting to kind of start early in case I'm in trouble by the time she get grown. But
they
13.
They probably let you start as early as 13, 14, 15 years old.
Okay.
It just depends on the credit card company. My parents just didn't do it, so I was like 17 or 18, if I remember correctly.
I got 2 more quick things, and then I'm done. So Chime, I'm looking into. I'm going to. I'm not going to say looking into. I'm going to do the Chime investment. A savings account, because I'm going to disconnect a savings from my checking now.
Yes.
However,
you don't have no savings. You got 2 checking accounts right now.
I don't. Is there a particular amount they're going to recommend me to have to put in there each month?
You can start Chime with $25.
Just perfect, because that's kind of close to what I'm putting every 2 weeks in my savings now. Okay, that question was answered. My final statement to you is that codependent assignment. Codependent poverty assignment. My case is a little different, and so I haven't made my video yet, but I'm going to my family, which doesn't live with me, because I'm not the one that people come to borrow from. Well, I've had friends in the past, but not now. I'm the one that's out in everybody else's pocket. So I'm going to have them to make a video with me that starting September. I need to get through August, my birthday, and some things. Okay. Starting September, they're not going to fund me when I feel like all my money's gone, because I paid my bills and I had nothing left, and I'm looking for them to give me money to play with. So mine is going to be a little different. Is that?
Man, I love you. You about to make me cry. I love that.
You cry now, because I'm gonna be crying every month until I get a part-time job that I can't. No, I'm serious. This is something that I want to do, because
I'm so proud of you. It's perfect.
But I have little odd jobs that I do for, like, my grandson when he has to go out of town. He asks me to clean up and stuff, and he pays me. So I'm going to find other little ways of benefiting from not just asking them and trying to pay somebody back, but to make the money and it be mine to do some other things. Because again, I want to bless my children, my grandchildren, and my great granddaughter moving forward. And I'm learning this stuff and wanting to be first partaker and applying it first to show them that it works for me. And my family is just kind of looking forward to hearing some of the results. So I want to be, I don't want to speak it, I want to live this thing. And it's going to be hard for me. It really is, because I have even my boyfriend. I mean, I have people that just do stuff for me because they're like, okay, Karen, we're going to give you some money on cash. You know, Cash App is not my issue with somebody asking me. It's them got to impart it into my account.
Delete that app when September comes.
Okay.
You gotta delete that. You gotta delete it in September so you're not tempted. You gotta delete it. Like I had to delete Uber Eats. You can't have it on there because you're gonna see it and be tempted. But I am so proud of you. I think you might win that contest when I see on that one lesson, because you're changing it. Instead of you're the person that's giving money, you're saying I'm the person requesting. So I'm gonna have my family commit to not giving it to me. You have so blessed my spirit today with this, Karen. And I know you're gonna do well because you mean well and you are really committed to this. I'm so proud of you.
I think it's gonna be scary because it's something different, you know, because I'm used to the safety nets.
Yeah.
And I said, Lord, I'm tired of the safety nets. I'm too old for that. There's a process in me that's going on that's saying I know I'm the blessing that God told me I was going to be. Sometimes it don't look that way when choices you make go the opposite way. However, I'm here today to just let everybody know that if you just take it one day at a time, just get up every morning with gratitude, no matter how the day turns out. Just tell the Lord that I trust you, Lord, that whatever happens in this day, whether it's good or bad, I know that you got it at the end of the day. So thank you. I've got to get back to work. I got to get back to work. But again, I'll see you all. Bye-bye. Be blessed.
Bye, Karen. I'll see you on Monday and on Wednesday. Okay, bye.
I get up out of here, Lord Jesus.
Nafisa. Oh, she got me up here all messed up, child. Oh, she got me messed up.
Now how I'm gonna top that?
Oh, she got me messed up. She said she gonna be the person to not ask for the Cash App. Child. That means I'm on the right plan. And see, the devil busy with them people on that show Down to the Medicine trying to distract me with their tomfoolery. But I'm gonna keep on this crawl before you ball journey of helping these folks. Go ahead, honey.
Okay, so I have like a few questions. First thing I wanted to say is, Buffy, thank you for doing what you're doing. Like, I really appreciate that. I know a lot of people in the chat appreciate it too. We all think this is wonderful, especially in the Black community. Like, it's very, very hard. Like, they don't teach you about this stuff in school, you know. And then, you know, my mom, she didn't really teach me about it. She, you know, was so busy trying to survive and raise, you know, us as a family. So this is very appreciated and very much needed.
Thank you. Well, but so since you said it, let me do my YouTube thing. If you like this, hit the like, comment, and subscribe, and click notifications so my little page can grow. Because y'all be following these people with this tomfoolery, talking smack, and they got hundreds of thousands of subscriptions, subscribers. And Lord, we're sitting over here. I'm thankful for my people, but go ahead. I appreciate you. But tell everybody else, subscribe to Buffy page. She's doing
Yes. So I've been working on my credit now because I guess I go through phases of I'm gonna pay my credit, I'm worried about it. Then it's like I'm not about to stress out about this. I ain't paying nothing. I need to just pay my bills and worry about that. So I guess right now I'm on the phase of I'm getting older. I'm 33. I'm trying to work on my credit.
You're a baby.
I'm trying to work on my credit. I want to buy a house for my kids. I want to buy a nice house for my kids down south. But
you got your alarm going off too. If you don't fix that damn alarm, color people, I'm gonna get y'all like these alarms. Put a battery in that smoke detector, honey. Anyway, go ahead.
You know what? It's possessed because we'll change the battery and then it'll go off again.
You need a new one then. Anyway, go ahead.
All right. I gotta drop my AirPod.
I'm sorry. You know, I'm gonna get y'all about these because it's dangerous. But go ahead.
I wanted to know, how do you feel about Credit One Bank? I was approved for their Amex card. I haven't activated it yet because I've been seeing a lot of different reviews on it. A lot of people saying that it's not really a good card to have, but I know when you're trying to work on your credit, it's good to have a lot of available credit. So I'm just trying to figure out, how do you feel about that bank? It's sitting in my drawer.
So tell me what is the drama? I'm not familiar. What's the drama you've seen about the bank?
A lot of people say it's not a good bank. They hound you if you miss a payment, which I'm working on my credit, so I'm not trying to miss a payment. I just heard like a lot of negative reviews about it, especially on YouTube. Because YouTube got everything. YouTube University got everything. But I've been hearing a lot of good things about the card to have.
So then look for another card. A good place to look up good cards at any credit is bankrate.com. That's where I look for everything, and I'll put this in the chat. Bankrate.com. Go there and look for, you can search for, whatever type of cards you're looking for. One with points, rebuilding credit, you want rewards, whatever it is. And I trust bankrate.com. I would say that. If you're seeing bad reviews, you're fine. I love a baby sound in the background. This was one in my house instead of just barks. If you see, I got distracted with the baby. I need to see the baby now. Where the baby at? No, just playing. But you got to start somewhere. So get. How many cards do you have right now?
Right now, I have 3. So I have a Capital One card, a Discover Secured card, and a Forever 21 store card that I've had for a long time. I want to cut up, but I know don't the age, so I'm just gonna leave it alone.
Yeah, don't close your accounts. If you pay them off, don't close your accounts because it messes up your scores. Look into Discover It, which is their. Brian said that last night on my Zoom. For my students in the course, Discover It. If you've had a Discover secured card for some time, that the next elevation is Discover It, which is a real credit card with Discover, and they are usually favorable to approve you and start you off, with a decent, credit limit. And like I said before, don't be so concerned about rates when you're rebuilding interest rates, because when you demonstrate that you can pay it back over time, then you can go back and say, lower my interest rate, or I'm gonna move it to another card. Because what's gonna have your balance to another card? Because what's gonna if you have one, what's gonna happen is when you start paying it before it's due, and they see that you know how to play the game and use credit and have a 0% utilization, other companies are gonna start offering you better deals.
Okay.
So I would look in Discover It.
I have their secured one now.
Yeah, but get the unsecured, the credit card one.
Okay.
I would look into Discover It.
Discover It. Okay.
Just call Discover and say, I've had y'all secure card. I would like a credit card, and they'll go through the process with you. That's the one that Brian recommended last night.
Okay. Another thing is, my family, we're thinking about buying another car. I just refinanced the car that I have because I've been working on my credit, so now it's a much lower rate. Yeah. So my partner, he wants to buy another car, but he wants to buy a good car. See, I'm to the point, I'm like, we got one payment, we could just get a little hoopty that we could tear up or something. But he wants a good car that he don't have to worry about keep constantly fixing up. So my thing, would you recommend us buying another car and having 2 car payments, or just? I was thinking the same thing. Okay.
So, dude, y'all both work from home, or who leaves the house every day?
I work from home. My boyfriend, he works outside of the house, but we have 2 kids, and my son, he's in camp, so I'm constantly driving. So I'm the one that's getting up, taking him to camp, then I come back home, do my work, then I'm constantly getting up, taking him to work, and then picking everybody up. And then so, and then my baby, she's here for now, so once she starts school in September, it's another person that's got to get dropped off.
So I'm not a fan of a whole bunch of car payments. You know that. I was mad at David when he bought me that darn car because Bessie was just fine. And to this day, I swear that my car that I was driving that was 15 years old, David put some sugar in her tank or something. He murdered her because he was sick of his wife driving a hoopty with broke up seats and the air conditioning vents not working. I didn't care. It crunk up every day. It crunk. But he said, as a husband, I made him look bad in these streets. But I don't care. Again, that's that perception crap. I don't care. Anyway, I get it. Y'all got kids, everybody going everywhere. But see, you work from the house, man. So I just to find another car, not no new good car, I would say something you could just buy. Because this is my thing. You have to do a return on your investment analysis. So it's like, would you rather occasionally, see, everybody's talking about fixing up a hoopty all the time. It may be 2-3 times a year, realistically, right?
Okay.
If you take the amount of money you got to do to replace the alternator or put new tires on it and divide that up in 12 months, is that more than what it would cost you to get a new car payment every month?
Sure.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like, is it better for me not to have that, take a little money, a couple $1,000, buy me a little hoopty, right? That runs and do the maintenance on it. And then if stuff comes up that I got to fix, maybe I spend $2,000 in a year doing that. And so that payment, if I divided up what I had to pay, that's not more than what it would cost me to have to pay a $300 or $400 car payment every month on a new car.
Yeah.
You have to
Plus
make
insurance.
plus insurance and all that other stuff. So you got to do a cost benefit analysis when making these type of decisions. But I see in your case, it's a stress in life. So you have a need where you need to have another vehicle. But you ain't got to have no new $300-$400 a month car payment vehicle. No.
Yeah, I didn't want that because I'm like, that's expensive. I'm like, we doing just fine without an extra bill. We got enough bills.
Right. And Simone, just my little accountant friend, she's like, yeah, and when you got a hoopty, that insurance is less. You darn right. Because it's liability, depending on where you live, right? So yeah, just and I know it's that perception thing, and it's also he probably don't want his family driving around in no car that's not, and I get it, but just make it safe. I would rather pay the maintenance than be paying a new car payment. Is me.
Okay, I'm telling that.
And used cars cost a lot of money too. You right, Mo. Used cars are high right now, so you're gonna have to look and see. I don't know. Do the math. Or y'all could do what I say and just keep crawling and deal with the stress of having to do what you got to do and drive around with these children. I don't know. Because maybe
I'm trying to be Miss Daisy.
Because maybe I might deal with that stress and not have no car payment and have the peace of mind of having that money in the bank account somewhere.
That is true. What about student loans? So I do have student loans and I'm thinking about buying a house. Do student loans affect you when it's time to buy a house?
Yes. Yeah, because the payment goes into your debt to income ratio. And if you haven't paid them timely, it reports negatively on your credit. But what I'm saying is, go through NACA. If your goal if your goal is to get a house, go through NACA and let them put you on the right path to what you need to do. And it's free. So I'm all about, if somebody gonna give you some free game, take advantage of it. If they gonna make you jump through some hoops, like take a series of classes where you learn about home ownership and financial literacy, who cares, right? Do it. If in the end, the result is they're going to give you regardless of what your credit is, they're going to give you a low interest rate, fixed, 30-year fixed amortized loan, and you ain't got to put no money down, then jump through the hoops.
So would you recommend going through NACA even though everything that's going on right now?
Yeah, because it's going to take you a while to go through NACA. It's not fast. So this is the perfect time to go through NACA. Since I'm not recommending buying a house right now, go through NACA. Build up, do the stuff you need to do to get your scores in place, get your savings right, learn about buying a house and what comes with buying a house. Because it ain't just everybody saying, I can afford the mortgage and the interest and the property taxes, but can you afford when that HVAC unit go out, baby? And that's $5,000, or you're going to be sitting up in that house steaming. So you need to learn about all maintenance of a house and how you save for all that as well. Okay. So this is the time to take, because I'm telling y'all, this housing market crap, it may be more than a year. So it's fine. Sit tight. Take this time to get yourself right so that when all the foreclosures happen, you can get your dream home for a fraction of the price. You'll be prime and ready.
Okay. Now I don't know. This is kind of on top of it.
And I'm coming to you, TLW. Give me 1 second. Sorry.
My last question. So like I said, I'm thinking about buying a house in Georgia. I have family in Georgia, so I really want to reconnect with them. But my daughter's
in Georgia.
Yes, Georgia peaches. My daughter's autistic. So I don't know do you have any idea how autism services are down there for kids?
We have fantastic services down here. Also,
that's what I'm about.
Yeah, also my husband in his practice, you know that if you follow me where I've been doing that TMS trends, I can't ever say it. Deep TMS, that hat that he puts on my head to help me with my anxiety. And then he also helped my mother. She can walk now and drive a car and everything. Again, from there's something, it's some magnets with some H coil technology that remaps dormant areas in your brain, but it works well with autistic people also. And insurance pays for it. So no, and the school systems are good depending on what county you go in. So, talk to your family about the good school systems. Fayette County is good, and the values and the prices of homes down there. You can get a big old house down in Fayette County for not a lot of money. My sister lives in Fayette County. When she moved to Atlanta from Valdosta, I was like, you ain't trying to live in Buckhead where I am in the city because you got to put your kids in private school. So live down there in Fayette County where them schools are ranked like private schools, but you ain't got to pay for all that. And the cost is South Atlanta. So you're going to be like, but you work from home, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I work from home.
Yeah, and so whoever, if your fiance, boyfriend got to drive, they're gonna be 30 minutes or so from town, but everywhere in Atlanta, 30 minutes from town. So yeah. But good luck, Nafisa.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you answering all the questions. Thank you.
No worries. So remember, subscribe, like, comment, tell people to follow the channel.
I'm going to sign up for your class.
Please do, because it's so much fun, and everybody gets me every Monday, and they get Dr. Dave, and we meditate and kiki and talk about family, and it's like a big family. I love it. I'm loving Crop Before You Ball. All right, take it easy.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Hey, thank you with the spirit of patience. Thank you with the spirit of patience and this good skin.
How are you?
I'm blessed and highly favored. How about you?
I'm the same. Won't he do it? So I missed you yesterday on All About the Tea when we were talking about RHOP.
I couldn't do it yesterday, but I'm coming Monday. I'm coming this upcoming Monday. Giselle is a mess, honey.
Oh, honey. Wendy with that fake booty.
I like Miss Mia. I like Mia.
Yeah, I do too. But Wendy with that fake booty, honey, and
but she look good
though. I don't know, but anyway, I was on your website the other day, and it said that you had a production company, right?
I do.
This is your reality show.
Oh, I know.
This is your reality show.
Yeah, I know. We've actually been pitching this for some time, but people just, I don't know. Maybe they'll finally wake up.
No. Well, then put it on YouTube. Start a new channel and put it on YouTube.
I thought about that. People going through the course, and then because I'm Willy Wonka, so I'm like gonna pay folks' bills off, and if they do a good thing, then we've been. Yeah, you're right.
Well,
I know.
It could be like Oprah's when she had her game show. It was called The Big Give. I don't know if you remember that. It could sort of be like that. But I truly believe this is your reality show.
Thank you.
I'm putting that out into the universe for you.
Put it in the universe, honey, because I've been pitching this for 10 years and folks been like, but we're trying.
And then if you really want to be shady, like hook up with Mariah and really teach them fools over there.
Yeah, Mariah already told me. Yeah, Mariah already told me we need to come.
They want something probably scandalous and crazy to go along with it so that they can. But I'm still amazed that I won't get all into it. But yeah. Oh, and by the way, I was the one who sent you that video of the girls rapping, and then the mother coming in with that belt.
Oh my gosh, that was so funny. But you know what? That's what Mama's supposed to do. That's what Mama's supposed to do. But you're fucking loud in my house. My mama would have done the same.
You saw the technique and the belt control.
Honey. Mama had that wrist. She had it right, honey.
Yes.
And people walked right out of that room, and everybody
knew. She knew how to do it. When I tell you I was in tears, I was in tears.
Thank you for sending it to me.
I know COVID, this, that, and the other, and you're doing online, but has anybody ever approached you to come into a church or the community center, you know, to like teach the teens and young adults about, you know, financial literacy before they go out there and start, you know, trying to put bills in their mama name and get their, you know, their electricity and this, that, and the other?
Yes, I actually, unfortunately, it's been mostly private schools, but over the past 10 years, I have been teaching Crawl Before You Ball in middle schools and high schools. And so right now we're working with, my team is working with Rockdale County, actually will be the test county for me to put it in public schools. So we are working on that. Yeah.
All right. And see, if Bravo and Married to Medicine wasn't so shady, you know, and they could have kept you on, and this could have been your ministry and your teaching, you know, via that platform.
Yeah, it'll be somewhere else. I would never do nothing with Bravo. The hell with them. And while we talking about them, it's hilarious to me that the Bravo. Well, let me hush to my lawyers. Anyway, I'll be quiet. I love you.
Well, I just wanted to say hi, and you know, I am taking your advice.
Thank you so much. You're so lovely.
You.
Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Tracy. Child, look at this wild hair, honey.
Girl, looks good though.
It's giving, right? It's giving.
I
woke up. Look at a mess.
You look good. You look good. I love it.
I love that y'all lie so well to me. Go ahead.
I wouldn't lie to you. I sure would.
Your lips is popping, honey. With this
so
good
I have a question. So
Okay.
I joined the Crawl Before You Ball, but I missed the Zoom, of course, because I'm terrible.
I'll post it on the community board. Don't worry.
Yeah, look, I'm terrible. I'm a do better. I'm gonna do better. But I have a question. So it's a little different. So my parents decided that they wanted to move to like a retirement place, and I was like, okay, fine. So I took over the old like family home. And so I was like, okay, fine. You know, the house is paid for. You just pay taxes. You just do this. You just do that, whatever.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Because they were moving. So it was like what we were going to do with it. And I was like, okay, that's fine. So my son got accepted to college. He's going to a private university because they gave him the best like financial aid and scholarship package.
Right.
And it wasn't like where he wanted to do an HBCU, but the funding just wasn't there.
Yeah.
So because he's and they gave him, I think his out-of-pocket tuition cost is like a little under $5,000 a semester, which for the school and everything that he got, and this is like before like the individual scholarships, before, you know, the one time or before any of those. So it's like if he had no other scholarships, this is what he would pay every semester. So a part of me was like, I wish my parents could have paid for college for me, but of course they couldn't. So I was like, a part of me wants to gift him by paying for college for him, because my options was either I took over my family home, I can remodel it, I can put money into it, I can do that, or I can pay for my son to go to college. Those are like my two options. And so I didn't know if it would be best for me to take out they have a secured loan that he could do. And I was like, I could take out the loan in his name, just pay it. So therefore it starts to kind of build him some credit. And then by the time he graduates, just pay it off, because that is my intent. Or if I should just put the money into a home. I don't know what is best to do.
You mean, okay, so let me make sure I understand. Congrats. You don't look like you got no child. First of all, the skin. I can't believe you got no child going to college. Lies. Why you lying? Dose, congrats on having a family home and the legacy of generational wealth. A lot of people think when I say generational wealth, I'm talking about you got to be 100 millionaires. No, I'm talking about keeping a family home, honey, that's paid for. That is generational wealth that somebody can move into and does not have a mortgage to pay. And all I got to do is keep up the property taxes and maintenance. So congrats on that too. Your parents did do right with that. They didn't pay for college, but they blessed you with a house that's paid for. Hallelujah.
Roger.
Right? Trace on your son. All right. I am a big fan of getting this credit popping for these kids early, right? So would I say, do you take your savings and put it toward his college? No, keep your savings. Always be liquid. Keep the savings. Don't spend savings. Keep your savings. Savings are off limits. If you gonna touch savings, it ain't savings, right? If the debt that they're offering you, the loan that they're offering you is reasonably interest rate, which it probably ain't. What is it? Is it high? Is it high?
Yeah, it was. I was like, why is this a thing? It was like 19%, and I was like,
for five. So it's $5,000 a semester. So that's kind of like putting it on a credit card.
Yes. Yes.
So do you have a credit card?
I do.
So let's see. Put it on a credit card and repay it over time instead of waiting until he graduates, and then you rebuild. You're showing, you demonstrate you can pay debt over time, and you also have the ability to then ask the credit card company to lower your rate based on your payments, or get a Parent Plus loan. Put it on a credit card. You're gonna get more point. You're gonna get points from it. You're gonna build your credit. You're gonna help keep your credit going over time. That you're gonna force yourself to pay it now instead of delaying it, because we don't know what's gonna come later. Because a lot of parents say, I'm gonna get this Parent Plus loan, and I have the intention. I love that you use that word, the intent to pay it off. But then circumstances happen later that prohibit us from doing so. If you put it on a credit card, you can pay. You're gonna have to pay that every month. Right?
Very true.
Right? You have to pay it every month. And I'm just people are like, oh, you should pay off credit cards. You should pay them off every month. That's right. But this is leveraging cheap debt to pay your son's school over time. And like, what's the interest rate on your credit card? Is it lower than 19%?
Oh yeah, it's like 6.2 right
now.
Put
it on that credit card. Don't get no Parent Plus loan. Put on that credit card. Pay it.
Do you think I should take So do you think I should let him take out a portion, like a small loan? Because basically, if I go now, it's like his thing is like $4,900 or something. So if I went right now and paid $3,000 of it, should I allow him to take the remainder out in a student loan just so he could start having some sort of credit, like for himself?
I would rather him get a credit card and you pay that credit card every month than him do the student loan, because the interest rate, and if you're on the card with him, the interest rate will be lower. Right. I would rather the credit card than the student loan administration, because them rates high as all get out, and it's very difficult to renegotiate the interest on it. Whereas with a credit card, all you got to do is threaten, I'm gonna transfer my balance to a lower credit card, and they will jump through hoops to keep your business if you're paying timely.
Okay, you know what? That's
what I'm saying. 6% versus 19%, right?
Yeah.
Plus the other benefit of I'm repaying it over time, so it helps my scores. Or if you added him on the card, then it builds his credit. And I'm getting points that I can use to take my son on a trip or do whatever I want to do, or points to use maybe to rebuild cash back or cash rewards to help fix up the house. And really, this situation with your son is just for a specified time period. He may qualify in the future for some other assistance that could cover it all, and then you can start putting that money into the house. But honey, as long as that stove work, the toilets work, and them windows work, crawl. Because again, like I said with the car example, look at the maintenance on these big items you got to do on the house. Multiply that by 12. Is that payment higher than a mortgage? Nope.
Very true. That is a very good way of looking at it. I didn't even think about doing that, because I was like, oh, I'll just pay. And he does have like scholarships coming in, so the amount is going to be lower. But in my mind, I was like, if he gets no scholarships, what is the amount that I'm gonna need to pay? Yeah. Okay, can I afford to pay this? And that's kind of why I was like, this is the number I'm gonna use in my budgeting, in my calculations, in my thought process, because, you know, one semester he may get a really good scholarship, another semester he may not. And I can't bank on, you know, the amount with the scholarship outside of the amount without. So
no, yeah, I agree with
I'm
you.
gonna Yeah.
I agree with you, but I'm always about cash is king, keep your cash, and leverage cheap debt. So if you got access to a 6% or a 3% or a 0% interest credit card, I would rather you put it on that and structure the payments and pay it off than to get a student loan that they delay the payment until he finishes school. And then by that time, you don't know what your situation is going to be and have the issue of it not being paid off. My point. Always do a cost benefit analysis. Always do a cost benefit analysis. And in this situation, the credit card gives you more of a value. So it's easy breezy. And keep your cash.
Why? I will take that.
Savings is meant to be saved, not to be dipped in. And I know people look at me like I'm crazy, but it's college and it's only $5,000. Only in my course is a very dangerous word. I can afford is a very dangerous phrase. Those are crawl before you ball curse words.
Oh, okay. Because that definitely is what I said. I was like, so, because he was like, I really want to go here. And I was like, but they really didn't put no value behind your name. So we're not going there. I'm sorry. Like, that's not an option. We're going to go the place that gives you the most bang for your buck. That's where you're going. So,
yeah.
That was a choice. So thank you for that.
Thank you. So like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, I gotta keep saying that. I appreciate you, Tracy. And again, you are blessed, honey. Family, generational wealth. You got the family home. You got plenty of time to make it what you want it to be. So keep crawling and have the blessing of not having no mortgage payment that these people out here are hollering about right now. Every time you look at something that's broken, be like, but I ain't got no mortgage and I ain't got no mortgage company calling me about to foreclose on this house and me and my child got somewhere to live, honey.
You know what's funny? So my parents are moving back to my mom's family home. So it's her childhood home in Alabama. That's where they're moving back to because they was like, we don't want to be in New York anymore. So, so there's that home that's in Alabama because they were like, we're not. So we definitely believe in keeping homes in the family.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh, because I don't want to be in New York either. But I was like, while my son is in college, this is where I'm going to be. And then we'll figure out another family member who's going to take it once I'm ready to go someplace else. Because we're not going to give them up. Ever.
And while you're staying there, you're going to be able to save. And so if you want to buy something on your own later, you can. But yes, as people who look like us, we need to get in the habit of keeping our property. Keep it. Absolutely. That's generational wealth. Land. Like my grandma said, they ain't building no more of that. Love ya. Thank you so much.
Bye.
My poochies are like, you got to take me out. Bye. Y'all, I'm gonna look in here. Let's see. I'm going to answer a couple more questions because I'm over my time. And my dogs are looking like it's time to take me out. Mama, stop raining. Hold on. Somebody asked me about NACA. I love NACA. 100% use it. NACA.com, NACA.com. I'm recommending y'all don't buy no houses right now because we don't know what's going down with this housing crash. The minute that these banks start closing people with good credit lines because they are concerned about their checkout waste. I just caught that. They are concerned about their if they can withstand this 50 to 55% market drop that's coming with these foreclosures. That means you need to hold your mule, sit tight, crawl, save your money, keep your cash, because we don't know what's coming down. This Delta variant with all these companies that can't get workers. It's a mess in this economy right now. This ain't the time to be out here getting in big debt. And it's the perfect time to crawl. So yes, I love NACA. Jump. No, I would not pay my house off if I owe $15,000. Keep your cash. Keep paying that monthly payment. I know people are like, what? Keep your cash. Keep paying that monthly payment. Somebody asked me about 529 plans. I can't find it, but I don't like 529 plans. And I always talk about it. And yes, I'm gonna be full disclosure. I am an affiliate for this company, but so many companies send me hundreds of affiliate requests every week. And I only deal with companies that I actually invest in or that I believe in. And I believe in UNEST. So if you look in the description, there's a link, or go to my website, justbeingbuffy.com for the UNES, for my link with UNES. And it's a UTMA. So it's like a 529 on steroids. And so basically you invest money as little as $25 a month for your kids' future. I always say kids don't need toys, they need money. That's how you give them a leg up. My parents, like, I got a scholarship to college. And so my parents gave me the money that they saved for me for college. And I use that money to start various businesses and to buy my first home. And so you want to set your kids up for success. And unfortunately, in this world, you need education and coins, right? And so these other kids are so far ahead because they didn't have to work a job while they were in college. College was their job. You know what I mean? A lot of people joan on folks who fail out of college. Well, if you had to work 3 and 4 jobs to send money home, pay for where you live, pay the difference for the student loans, then how you going to get straight A's in college? It's darn near impossible. And those who have done it should receive the most respect possible. But it's unfair to judge somebody, their grades or their decision to leave college because they had to work. It's hard enough to work and then go home, clean a house, maintain a family. Imagine working, going to college full time, and trying to have a life. So you set your kids up for success with UNES. You put as little as $25 a month. I'm saying now that the government has broken up y'all child tax credit into $300 a month payments or $250 a month payments, take half of that and put it in a UNES account for your child. Don't get used to spending all that money. They invested in very very moderate investments. And so it grows over time, tax deferred. And the parent is a custodian of the account. You can also be an auntie and be a custodian of the account. Another thing I like, we started it for our nephews. One of my nephews decided he was not going to college. One of my nephews is starting college this fall. The nephew that's starting college this fall, we're using UNES to pay his tuition, and to get him another vehicle because that's what he wants, and you can do that. The one who doesn't want to go to college, he wants to buy a duplex, and so we let him do whatever he wants to do. He gonna live on one side and he gonna rent the other side out. I ain't letting him buy it right now. We're gonna wait till this market fall out and he can get one for lower price. But that's what he wants to do and start being a real estate investor. And what I like about UNES is you don't have to just use it for school. Because everybody ain't gonna go to school. You know what I mean? I'm always candid with everybody. I ended up dropping out of school my senior year because I had all these businesses making me all this. I was making more money than my professors. Real talk. I had gotten licensed with the IRS. I had got licensed as a life insurance agent, as a property and casualty agent. I had got a license as a mortgage broker on my own mortgage brokerage firm. And I was like, I don't need college. I had all these companies making all this money, employees doing all this. So I dropped out. I went the certification level. Do I still consider myself an accountant? Yeah, because I was 2 courses from being done. But the reality is I went and got all my certifications. And so instead of going my way, even though I had scholarships, so I had to pay for nothing, but the people who have to pay it, get you some certs, honey. You know, I talk about Coursera. There's a link for Coursera in my tree where you can get certifications and it's cheaper instead of going this long route with college, because that story they used to tell us about if you go to college, ... will happen is not true for everybody anymore. It's not. And you got to reimagine all that. But kids need money, y'all. They need money, not toys. And you need to get in the habit of putting it up for these kids. Also, I mentioned on my social media that if you're in college, 18 to 24, you're still being claimed on your parents' tax return. You will also be eligible for a one-time $500 payment at the same time that they're sending out this monthly child tax credit payment. So look into that. Go to irs.gov. So if you're 18 to 24, still claimed on your parents' return, you got to be a dependent. Mama or daddy is going to be eligible in certain situations. I mean, if your income is too high and all that, but you look it up, the regulations on the IRS website for a one-time $500 payment, because the 18 to 24-year-olds were left out of the stimulus, which was not fair. So they're making up for it now with this $500 payment. All right, y'all, I got to go. It's 11:48. I got to take the bubsies out. Oh, y'all got such good questions. I'll be back Thursday, y'all, at 10:30. And just come back and I will answer all your questions then. You hear my children? I got to go take them out. Sylvia left me. She got a boyfriend now. So I don't have no living house manager no more. Whoa, it's me. Lily, say bye. Say bye, everybody. My mama gonna take me potty. All right, I love y'all so much. Y'all have a great rest of your day, and I will be back. I promise. Hold on. I'll be back. I promise on Thursday at 10:30.
Please crawl before you ball, and then take a little bit of the money and save it, and then do something before you ball. Because wealth whistles and money jingle jangles and screams.